Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to Nine Nar Trees podcast. Today, I will summarize and review the book. In Science Set Free, 10 Paths to New Discovery, author Rupert Sheldrake embarks on a provocative exploration of the boundaries of modern science. Released with the ASIN BISO 095PE1M4, Sheldrake challenges the dogmas that he claims have constricted the scientific field today. By advocating a more open-minded science, he invites readers to reconsider what they think they know about the world. Sheldrake, a biologist and author, uses his expertise to dissect 10 core beliefs that underpin the current scientific paradigm. He argues that by freeing ourselves from these constraints, science can more fully explore the mysteries of our universe, leading to rich, new discoveries. The book is both a critique and a hopeful vision for the future, urging scientists and readers alike to question the assumptions that limit inquiry and to embrace a more dynamic and inquisitive approach to understanding the world around us. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, the dogmas of modern science. Sheldrake identifies several core dogmas he believes are hindering scientific progress, including the belief in the constancy of natural laws, the total exclusion of subjective experiences, and the assumption that mechanical causality is the only kind of causality. These dogmas, he argues, have turned science into a doctrine rather than a method of inquiry, limiting the types of questions that can be asked and the methodologies employed. Sheldrake's critique is not just academic. He illustrates how these beliefs have practical implications for research, funding, and the advancement of knowledge. By challenging these dogmas, Sheldrake aims to open up new avenues for discovery and understanding, advocating for a more inclusive science that acknowledges the complexity and interconnectedness of the natural world. Secondly, morphic resonance. One of the most significant contributions of Science Set Free is Sheldrake's theory of morphic resonance, a concept he proposes as an alternative to genetic inheritance alone. This theory suggests that memory is inherent in nature, explaining the formation of patterns of behavior and thought not just through genetic information, but through a kind of collective memory that all similar beings can access. Morphic resonance challenges conventional understandings of biology and psychology, suggesting that there is a field of influence that transcends physical bodies and shapes development and behavior. Sheldrake supports his theory with various phenomena that traditional science struggles to explain, such as the remarkable problem-solving abilities of some species, the synchronized movements of groups of animals, and even telepathy. The implications for science are profound, as it necessitates a broader consideration of what constitutes evidence and how we understand the transmission of information and behavior across generations. Thirdly, the limitations of materialism. Sheldrake argues that the dominant materialistic paradigm in science, focusing only on what can be measured and quantified, has severely limited our understanding of the universe. He calls for an acknowledgement of consciousness, purpose, and mind as vital aspects of the natural world, not just as byproducts of physical processes. This topic explores how a materialistic perspective has shaped scientific inquiry and the problems it presents, including the neglect of subjective experiences and a deep disconnect from phenomena that cannot be easily quantified. Sheldrake suggests that embracing a more holistic view, incorporating the qualities of consciousness into scientific exploration, can lead to significant breakthroughs in our understanding of phenomena such as consciousness, psychic experiences, and even the potential for post-mortem existence. Fourthly, science as an open-ended inquiry. Sheldrake champions the view of science as a dynamic, open-ended process of discovery, in stark contrast to the view of science as a series of definitive conclusions. This section delves into the history and philosophy of science, examining how current attitudes towards scientific inquiry have evolved and highlighting the importance of maintaining a sense of wonder and openness. Sheldrake criticizes the trend of scientism, where science becomes an ideology rather than a method of inquiry, and calls for a science that is comfortable with uncertainty and speculative thinking. Through examples and theoretical discussion, Sheldrake illustrates how an open-ended approach to science can lead to more innovative research, foster interdisciplinary collaboration, and more effectively address the complex challenges facing our world. Lastly, practical implications for future research. Finally, Sheldrake addresses the practical implications of adopting the principles laid out in Science Set Free for future scientific research. He suggests changes in funding priorities, educational curriculum, and public engagement with science. Sheldrake argues for an increased focus on exploratory research and less on research driven by economic or military interests. He also discusses the importance of including alternative and traditional knowledge systems in scientific discourse, recognizing the value of a wide array of perspectives and methods. This section explores how these changes could lead to a more responsive, democratic, and innovative scientific community that could better tackle pressing issues like climate change, health crises, and technological ethics. In conclusion, Rupert Sheldrake's Science Set Free: 10 Paths to New Discovery is a bold call to action for scientists, educators, policymakers, and anyone interested in the pursuit of knowledge. It challenges the reader to reconsider the foundational beliefs underpinning modern science and to embrace a more open, inclusive, and curious approach to exploration. This book is especially relevant for those disillusioned with the limitations of conventional scientific thinking, seekers of deep understanding across the sciences and humanities, and proponents of innovation in research and societal development. By advocating for a science liberated from strict dogmas, Sheldrake presents a vision where the exploration of the unknown is celebrated, and the potential for new discovery is limitless. Science Set Free offers not just criticism, but a hopeful pathway forward, suggesting that by re-evaluating what we think we know, we can better tackle the myriad challenges facing our world and explore the vast mysteries of the universe with renewed vigor and open minds. If you would like to support Rupert Sheldrake, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.